To today's Daily Dish. Former heavyweight boxing champ Mike Tyson will kick off Discovery Channel Shark Week by taking on a new opponent. The network says he'll square off underwater against a shark in the name of research. The special is billed as Tyson versus Jaws Rumble on the Reef. A promo shows him. He's lifting weights, he's breaking a surfboard, knocking down a shark cage, trying to blow up an inflatable raft. There's no word, I'm just saying, there's no word exactly on how Tyson will interact with the shark or face off, but the network says no sharks were injured. The special airs on the first day of Shark Week, which is August the 9th. Is that a thing? Is Shark Week a thing?
It is a thing. It is absolutely a thing. We had one of our former coworkers, Alexandra Johnson, was all about Shark Week.
Really?
I mean, she would put aside everything else, and basically during Shark Week, it was all about the sharks. Yeah, Lexi would do that. And so it's like, you know, for that week, don't mess with her. I mean, it's Shark Week. I've got things I've got to watch. I've got to watch Shark Week. So she was all about it, and that's cool.
Well, apparently other people are too.
Well, she's not alone. When she started talking about that, I was saying the same thing you were a few years ago. I said, is this Shark Week really a thing? And then I found out it's really a thing, and a lot of people are really interested in Shark Week. Now even more interested.
It's the Tiger King people. That's who it is. Well, that's exactly who it is.
Well, I don't know. I know Mike Tyson's a part of it, so that's going to be pretty cool to see that.
It'll be, I guess, interesting.
Well, ferocious.
The airline industry wants to remind you that your flights are not BYOB.
Yeah.
Due to the coronavirus, airlines have been reconsidering the services offered to passengers, like serving drinks, for example, including offering those beverage options. They say that's led to passengers believing they can bring their own stuff on board. However, that is not the case. Personal alcohol is not permitted on airplanes under any circumstances. Alcohol bought from the duty-free shops has to be kept sealed and stowed. Oops. So I guess people are just popping a Budweiser. I mean, well, you got a bottle opener?
I think it may have something to do with the flight itself. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people like to, as they say, settle the nerves a little bit.
Right, especially if you're going, longer than like 4 or 5 hours.
Right. So I guess, well, they've always served it before. Did they stop serving it? I don't know. I haven't flown in a while.
Some apparently have, and I guess it's just the less contact everybody has, the better.
Right.
And you're constantly getting the drink, picking it back up, asking if they want more. Their mouth has touched the glass, So
I remember being on a flight. It was like from here to say Detroit. It wasn't a long flight. It's like almost as soon as they wheeled out, the beverages and the chips or whatever little snacks. It was time to, all right, prepare, to land. I mean, you barely had time to even drink a sip.
Put your tray table up.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's
it takes me all the way to Detroit to open the pack of peanuts.
Well, they can be difficult. Who designs these packages? That's a whole
me.
We could do an hour-long episode on that.
And we may have to. This may be the day. The moon is a mirror. Astronomers believe this may be a way to identify signs of life on other planets. NASA says scientists use the Hubble Space Telescope to detect Earth's ozone in our atmosphere, but they weren't looking at Earth this time. Instead, astronomers used the moon as a mirror to reflect sunlight that passed through Earth's atmosphere and to the telescope that was on during a lunar eclipse. So scientists believe if they can detect Earth's ozone this way, in this reflective way, they may be able to do this with other planets. Detecting ozone would be a big deal because scientists say ozone layer would be a sign of life on another planet.
Well, yeah, it could be just because, you got that ozone and, it filters out the harmful rays of the sun, and that would allow these, life, I guess, to form and not be burned up.
Not be burned up.
Yeah.
Well,